Hey there, today we are going to be doing a quick tie-dyeing craft. So what you're going to need is something that you want to tie-dye. I'm just using a scrap of fabric for an example here, but you can do pretty much anything. I would recommend it being something you're not going to wash too much, like maybe a pair of fabric shoes or a baseball cap or something like that. More on that in a second. But you're going to need whatever you're going to want to tie-dye. You are going to need some colorful Sharpies, and they do have to be permanent markers. You are going to need some rubbing alcohol and some way of getting it on the fabric, like a Q-tip or an eyedropper or a syringe. And then this is easiest if you have like a jar and an elastic or something like that, just to hold the fabric nice and taut while you work with it. So basically, this is super simple. What you're going to do is you're going to take your fabric, you're going to stretch it out and secure it over a jar, and then you're going to take your Sharpie and just do dots. You're going to color dots in on your fabric, whatever colors, whatever order you're interested in. And then once you've got a bunch of dots going, you are going to take your rubbing alcohol and you are going to start to drip it onto the fabric. And basically what happens is, as the alcohol drips onto the permanent marker, it kind of changes the ink a little bit and makes it easy to spread. So you're going to see it start to kind of move and blend as you add more alcohol. And bear in mind that it's always going to blend and spread more as it dries. Now, even though we're using Sharpies, which are permanent markers, what we've made here is far from permanent. It will wash out, particularly because we have added alcohol and that has changed the ink a bit. So that's why I said to do shoes or a hat or something that you're not going to throw in the washing machine too often. If you're doing something that you would like to wash, you can heat treat it, which will make the ink last for a little bit longer, but it will still fade. If you are doing any kind of heat treatment, you need to make sure that the alcohol is completely dry before you do anything with that. Alcohol is flammable and you really don't want this to light on fire, okay? But if you're doing any kind of heat treatment, I would say wait until like the next day, wait until everything is completely dry, and then you can pop this into a hot dryer or you can iron it. And that will help to prolong the color a little bit more. It's still not going to be perfect, but it's not going to fade as much in the wash. And there you have it, tie-dyeing with Sharpies.